What's wrong, sir? Having trouble sleeping?
Carrot and parsley look much the same in the ground. Not until you pull it up will you know if you have a hearty root or a delightful garnish.
Wait, is that who I think it is?
Altair! Long time no see!
Indeed. In truth, I feared we would not meet again. The holy pillar, a vanishing moon, the world standing still, memories ensconced in SP. Yes, this has been a most intriguing turn of events. One might even say a miracle. Vega.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, but forgive me. At times I get lost in memory.
Did you say Vega? We saw that name back in old Saujata carved in stone.
'Tis the name of one very dear to my heart. We shared a life, she and I, until that fateful day when we were cast far, far apart. How I long to see her again. But the days turned to months, then years. I exhausted the limits of my knowledge, searching for a way home, but to no avail. In the end, my body could go no further, leaving only my soul and memories.
I'm sorry about the hello thing.
On the contrary, it is I who should apologize for burdening you with tales of long ago. Still, I am heartened to see Anya safe. I can sense calm and contentment in young Tiz as well. When the Kaiser stole away with Agnes, something seemed to break inside the boy. He was filled with anger, sadness, hopelessness. He blamed the world and his heart turned dark. It was only your company that calmed his soul and gave him a measure of peace.
Yeah, losing Agnes must have been rougher on him than anyone.
But I should say no more, lest Tiz grow angry with me. As long as Tiz allows it, and as long as the moon shines in the night sky, I shall return. Till we meet again, I bid you a fond adieu.
See you around, Altair.
Sheesh, he sure is a talker.
Tiz, we had no idea you were hurting so much. When you feel that bad, you shouldn't keep it all bottled up inside.
I just didn't want to,
No more clamming up, you hear me?
Thank you, Tiz. From the bottom of my heart.
I'm gonna protect you this time. It's a promise.
I know you will.
Just hang in there. We'll yank out all the carrots and parsley.
Right.
All right, now we're one step ahead of the Kaiser. We just need to make sure we keep it out of his hands.
Right then. I'll keep it safe. Me and my daddy.
What?
All too easy. Your foolishness has served us well.
Wait, did I just...
I did it! I really did it!
Well done, Rev. Father and son. United, we are unstoppable!
We sure are, Daddy.
His Majesty awaits. We must make haste.
Hey, stop!
I'm really sorry, guys.
It's not your fault, Idia. The same thing happened to me.
But still...
It's that Revenant kid's special power. There's no fighting it. Right, this is no time for regrets. Our only job now is to get the compass back. Keep running!
You got it!
Wait, is that...
Well, what have we here?
You're in our way! Get lost!
I am Grand Marshal Brave Lee of Eternia. You Imperial rogues shall not pass.
Preposterous. The Grand Marshal? Here?
You are surrounded by 500 of the Duchy's best men. Surrender, or we shall cut you down.
Nice one, Father!
We can take it from here, sir.
Very well. Let us see your strength, my young Cavalier of the Crystal Guard.
Are you ready, son?
You bet I am, Daddy!
Give us back that compass! We don't want to fight you!
But a fight is precisely what my son and I desire.
That's right! Fight, fight, fight!
Yes, until this rotting world is no more. Why ever did I accept the task? Leaving my poor fever-stricken son, I set sail for a distant port. They told me the girl needed an exorcism, but it was no demon that possessed her. She did not need mystic rites, but medical care and quarantine. I should have refused. I should have taken a stand. Instead, I cowed to them and did nothing. They set sail with the girl to litter the world with the seeds of the plague.
You were there?
No exorcism, will rid me of these demons. The sigh of a loving man, racked with worry for his granddaughter. The honeyed words of a greedy man, hastening home with a bounty for his church. The compassion of a merciful man, who allowed a dying girl to go home. The heartless scheming of an ambitious man who knew the truth, governed by their own desires. These powerful men reached a fateful decision. If only I had questioned it. If only another had stood in judgment. I seek only two things now, to atone for my role in causing the plague.
That's right! Atone, Daddy, atone!
And for what I've done to my poor son.
Daddy?
Forgive me, Rev, for giving you that ghastly body. I returned home a month later. You were gone. At least your body was. But a tiny piece of your soul still lingered. You had waited, refused to go on without me.
Of course! I love you, Daddy!
And so I took your soul and clad it in armor, all the while knowing I was building a prison. Oh, I wish it never was. With my own hand, I will undo it all! This is the end for me, my son. You must go. Take the compass. Deliver it to His Majesty. If you can find it in your heart, forgive me. I love you, my son.
Daddy? Daddy!
What mockery is this? Finish us! I am tired. Tired of this world, this anger, this hatred for myself.
This wasn't about you. We just needed to get that compass back. We have no intention of killing you or your son.
If you take the compass, you take with it my dreams. I I have no reason to live.
I know all about your dreams. You want to rewrite history. You think if you do that, you can free yourself from all the sadness and suffering. But don't you see that means destroying everything? Including your son?
You know nothing.
It's all right, Daddy. I don't mind.
It's not all right. It's terrible and wrong.
Listen to them, Revenant. There was nothing right about what you were prepared to do.
I was ready to send him to death again. Rev, my beloved son. I cared only about the past. I could not see what was right before my eyes. I care not what form you take, so long as you are...
Daddy!
Better late than never to realize the error of your ways.
Father.
So you were the exorcist of legend, whose name was honored throughout the Orthodoxy.
Now it is a name best forgotten. But how... Ah, the young priest. That was you. Yes, it was I who unleashed the plague on the world. You have your sword. Do what you will.
But you warned us. With your report, the Church was able to field a team of physicians to discover a cure.
But it was all too late.
Without your warning, the crisis would have continued for many more years. You saved countless lives.
You truly mean what you say? Very well, Templar. My son and I shall go with you.
This way.
Wait, Rev.
Huh?
When I was your age, my father was everything to me. As long as he was there, I knew I was safe. That's right. Just like you. And I trusted his every word, without question. But when I started to explore the world on my own, I learned that not everything was so black and white. I was confused. The values I began to hold were different from what I'd always believed. So I rebelled. I even fought him. I felt awful about that. I thought I should never have left his side.
Got it. I'll always stick by Daddy, no matter what.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh.
It wasn't until I struck out on my own that I realized all the burdens he carried. I met new people, found friends and allies. I learned that everyone has their own way of seeing the world. You should sit down and talk. Talk with your father. It wasn't until I did that I truly began to understand him. I knew that the next time, I could truly stand by his side. So you do that, okay? See the world, make new friends, and learn how to support your father as he supports you.
Now I've got it. I'm going to work hard so I can help my daddy. Thanks, lady.
You have a fine daughter.
Yes, she's a real handful, and I could not be prouder of her.
All right, the compass is ours.
Excellent! Now we can use it to lure the Kaiser to us.
But will he know that we have it?
I've got that covered. Mr. Kamizumi!
Master?
Magnolia de Kamizumi. Do you read me, monsieur?
What the? Oh, curses, where is it? Hello? Is this thing on? Ah, there. Kamizumi speaking.
We've acquired the compass.
Excellent. I've just arrived in the gardens of Florum, but, I have hit something of a snag. I request your presence immediately.
It sounds like he's in trouble. We'd better hurry.
I have to say, it was a brilliant idea of Agnes's to use the shattered pendant this way.
Tell me about it. I'd always wanted to talk to people like this. I mean, it's so cool when Magnolia uses her communicator thingy to talk to her boss on the moon.
Is it now? Boys like the funniest things.
Hey, I know. I should talk to Father. Hello? Hello, Father? Are you there?
What is it, idiot? Are you in some kind of trouble?
Trouble? Why would I be in trouble? I'm just calling to say thanks. So, thanks. I'm really glad you've got our backs.
I see. Well then, you are welcome. Was there anything else? Are you short of supplies? Should I send a case of potions?
No, we're fine. You worry too much, Father. Anyway, gotta run. See you. This thing is great, huh?
It certainly is. I wonder what everyone else is doing.
Let's call Professor Norzen. He's always up for a chat. My turn, okay? Hello? Professor Norzen?
Adjusting for high tide and the direction of the wind.
Professor? Hey! Professor!
What? Oh, if it isn't you. How goes, lad?
Hi. We're fine. How are you?
How am I? How am I, you ask? Why, I've never been better. I say, aren't these pendants wonderful? I just had the most rousing chat with Brave and Nobutsuna about shrubbery. Who says an old dog can't learn new tricks, eh?
Yeah, that sounds great, Professor. Anyhow, we'd better go.
What's the rush, boy? I'm just getting warmed up here.
Phew!
Someone should tell him he doesn't have to shout.
Seriously, my ears are still ringing.
Greetings, my young friends. Your use of that pendant is most inventive indeed, and I would know.
Whoa, Altair?
Why, it calls to mind the telephones and video phones we had in my world. Ah, the memories. How Vega and I would chat until the wee hours of the night. Engrossed in conversation, we'd completely lose track of time. It cost us a pretty pig in roaming charges, let me tell you.
Roaming charges? Is that like a highway tax?
Ah, there I go again, letting nostalgia get the better of me. At any rate, keep an eye on those minutes, or you'll be in for a shock when the bill arrives.
The bill? What's he going on about?
You got me.
Anyway, who should we call next? How about Lotus?
You've talked enough. It's time you listened. To me.
Yikes, Master?
Enough idle chit-chat. Just how long do you intend to keep me waiting?
So sorry. We're on our way. Double speed.
Ah, there you are. I've been waiting.
We came as fast as we could. What's going on, Master? What's with the crowd?
It would seem a baker of sorts has set up shop in these parts. His wares are, quite literally, selling like hotcakes. And so I find my path obstructed.
Did you say hotcakes?
Let's hear it, you schlubs! My darling's pancakes are... to die for! And his face is... to die for! Now, all together... we're in heaven!
This sounds strangely familiar.
We're never getting past this crowd. Excuse me. Please let us through.
Okay, what's the big idea? Get your tookus in line like the others. I knew it. It's her. Huh? Who are you, brats? Wait, I got it. You're the ones from my dreams.
Amy, is something the matter? Why, it's those kids from our dreams.
Night after night, we have the same dream. One in which you guys kick our ever-loving butts.
Why, I could recite Amy's dying letter word for word. I woke up with a new sense of purpose. We gave up fighting and opened this shop together.
Business is booming, and we never leave each other's side. Talk about divine. Ain't that right, darling?
Right. They remember, but they think it was all just a dream.
Yes, and just look how happy they are.
Anyway, we'll be going now. Have a great life together and everything.
Heaven forbid! You've come all this way. No, we're fine. Honest. Just shut up and listen, okay?
Yikes.
Seeing your faces and thinking about what you did to us, oh, it really makes my blood boil. Dream or not, I swore to myself you'd get your just desserts.
Ooh, oh, darling, let me fight too! What? Oh, come on, are you people serious?
I did promise to treat you to the best pancakes you ever tasted, didn't I? Ready, Amy?
You betcha! Just watch! We're a match made in heaven! Wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense. You opened your shop, business is booming. You should be happy. What possible reason could you have to fight us? Darn straight we're happy. My darling opened up this shop just for me. Right here in my own neck of the woods, if you can believe it.
These woods are where the two of us first met. They hold many fond memories for me and my sugar Amy.
Wait, did he just say...
I think he did.
Aw, come on, darling. How many times have I told you not to call me that in public? You want to see me drop dead of embarrassment?
Ew, how could I be so careless?
Yep, definitely happy together.
I think we're still gonna have to fight them. Fine. Let's give them a grand opening they won't forget.
Is it just me, or are your eyes on the pancakes?
Say your prayers! They beat us again. You spent the whole fight protecting me. I'm a failure. A useless.
What are you yapping about? You're my darling, and ain't nothing's gonna change that. These kids must be cheating. No way they could have beat you otherwise. But don't worry, I'll make them pay. Just watch me. They kicked our rears again, darling.
And scared our customers away. Oh, the indignity.
It's all right, darling. Your fans will be back. I just know it. No one can resist your pancakes for long.
Amy, my sweet.
Oh, darling.
All right. Enough with the lovey-dovey.
Well, perhaps you could set up shop here next.
What the heck? An invitation?
From Gafladio, the estate of House Genealogia.
Your sweets really are to die for. They'd go over great back home, I know it. Go there and ask for Alfred. He'll set you up with everything you need.
What a terrible chore. But very well, I will consider it. Oh, and if you wish to pass, be my guest, I suppose.
Thank you.
Let's get packing, woman.
Woman? Woman? You're cruising for a bruising, mister.
Here's wishing you two lovebirds bliss.
You too, cutie.
Well, shall we?
Whoa, Master! Where were you?
Ah, yes, I simply had to investigate the secret of our opponent's confections. For myself.
You were eating pancakes.
And with my last bite, I identified their secret ingredient. Yogurt.
You didn't save a bite for us? C'est pas juste!
Wow, look at all these cats.
Yes, it is said that cats from all corners of the world congregate here, in this place. One might say it is a sort of grand shrine to the feline.
to meowsing!
Tsubaki, my loyal companion.
So this is where you two first met. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
He has been abandoned by the Clouder, just as I remember. He seemed so despondent I could not bear it, and so I resolved to bring him with me. The rejection he had suffered at the paws of his peers had left deep scars. It was not easy to earn his trust. Come, Tsubaki. Have a kipper. Oh, he remembers me. There, that's a good kitty.
Hey, little kitty. Remember your buddy Waddy, Idia? I never liked cats anyway.
I don't think cats like having their noses tickled, Idia.
Now, we have work to do. What's this? You found the compass, you say? Why, if the Kaiser were to hear of this, you must hide it, and quickly. I know just the place. Yes, deep in Florum, in the hidden village of Sagitta.
Yes, it's working. Huh? What's going on? Shh. Listen. You remember the cat girl who works for the Kaiser and her network of feline spies, right? By planting false information, we're going to lure the Skyhold to Florum. Then we fire the SP cannon and... That's brilliant!
Preparations are complete. Come whenever you are ready.
All right, to Sagitta, everyone.
Tsubaki and I shall remain here and await word of your success. We must ensure that every cat in the network hears this information. Now, go and hide the compass in Sagitta, as we discussed. I will remain here and, monitor events.
Got it. If you need to get in touch, we're only a pendant away.
I welcome you, emissary of the moon, and your companions.
Elder, the target is within firing range.
Our mortal enemy has come. Today we fulfill our long-held duty and atone for the sin of our forebear. Ready the SP cannon! Full spread, maximum yield!
Wait, you! What about your brother?
It's all right. He has to be stopped.
Are you sure about this?
Lotus, give control of the cannon to you, Geniolja.
Elder?
When you are ready, boy, pull the trigger.
Yes, sir. Denny, I'm sorry.
An ambush?
Preposterous! Was Minette in for Meowshin Superhighway? Compromised? Meow! Oh, I really did it, Meow! Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Calm yourself, Minette. You are not to blame.
Still, we'd better do something before things get hairy.
Leave it to me. I got us into this, and I'll get us Meowed. Minette will buy time. Time enough for Your Majesty to turn tail and escape.
You what?
But that would be a suicide mission.
I don't care. Minette just doesn't want to be useless. Thank you, Your Majesty, for taking Minette by your side. For the first time in so long, Minette was part of a family. Just promise me you won't forget Minette, yes?
Minette, you will not be forgotten, nor the dream you fought for.
Meow! Meow! That's all Minette needed to hear. Farewell, my friends! Meow!
Go, Bismarck.
The Skyhold is on fire! It's losing speed fast! A nous de jouer! Bring the rub-a-dub alongside and let's board! You filthy liars! Mew pay for this! Geronimo!
She jumped from the Skyhold, and she's headed this way!
We cats always land on our feet, no matter how far we fall. Meow, put up your paws! I'm not letting you flea bags anywhere near the Skyhold! Busy! Good little kitty! Looks like we have to fight. I do this for Mew, Your Majesty! Just watch me, okay? Meow! forgotten how tough she is behind that cutesy exterior.
I'm guessing you've given up on the world too?
Meow! You know nothing about Minette! I remember when His Majesty first spoke to me. I was in a cardboard box, trembling all alone. He said, "Come with me, Minette. His Majesty is great. He'd never betray me. His Majesty is great. He leaves me alone. His Majesty is great. He told Minette that he needed me. Don't you see? I have to help him. I don't want to be abandoned. I don't want to be alone ever again." I hate humans. They shut me in a room full of noisy machines. They wrapped me in white and stuck me with prickly needles and pipes. She told me I wasn't a cat. "You're useless," she said. "No good for anything." Meow. I'll be a cat for you, Mommy. I'll be whatever you want me to be. I'm a cat, Meow. Don't you see? Here goes nothing.
going to be abandoned again. Thrown out on the streets like a stray. Ow, I don't want to be alone anymore. I have to keep fighting.
Stop it! Your body can't take anymore!
You're right. Minette is too weak. That's why I'll always be alone. Meow! For my information superhighway?
Lady Minette, I am Tsubaki, your loyal servant.
I meow you! You are the one with the sword, man!
The same. I am heading to your side with all haste. Pray do not do anything rash.
What could a single house cat do to save me?
You misunderstand, milady. A simple house cat I may be, yet I bask in the unconditional love of my master. I was a lonely stray, cast from the Clouder. But now I feast on kippers and the choicest cuts of meat. My master sacrifices everything for me. Since taking me in, he dines on nothing but rice gruel every single day.
Well, good for Mew. I had his Majesty, but now...
My Lady Minette, you must not lose your faith in humans. There are many kind-hearted souls out there.
Wait! Tsubaki! Whoa, Master!
Minette Napcatty.
Meow?
Tsubaki speaks true. It is too soon to give up on humankind. If you have nowhere else to go, come stay with us.
Meow?
Tsubaki wants you here. It's what you've always wished for, is it not? A family?
A family? But I can't just... That isn't how it works.
Don't be so sure. My home is humble, but it could be a happy one for you.
Meow!
The winters are hard and the wind is cold. But the wood stove is always burning.
Meow! A real wood stove? With a fluffy cushion in front of it? I wouldn't have to do anything. I could take naps whenever I wanted.
But of course, catnap to your little heart's content. You are welcome too, my regal friend. Just do, promise not to eat anyone.
Could it be true? Minette won't be the lonely stray anymore? Mew! Mew! Meow! Oh, kind and noble Lord Kamyao Izumu!
It will take some time, as these things often do. But I assure you, you shall come to be one of the family.
Mr. Kami Izumi is an honorable man. You can trust him.
Splendid work, my friends.
How goes it, Mr. Lotus?
All is going according to plan. Firing the cannon forced the Skyhold east. It's trying to flee to Eternia, but it has suffered great damage. Its movement is slow.
We can't let them escape. Professor Norzen, come in!
You called, my shining stars? Focus, my pupils. Send all the power you can muster to the crystal.
This is the passion and soul of a scholar!
Check this out. I didn't earn my 5 stars for nothing.
Stronger, my children, stronger! Behold, our magic flows into the crystal and its power grows! It worked! The Skyhold is trapped! Our magic holds it helpless above the ocean. You must seize this chance. Prepare for battle and board the fortress.
You got it, Professor. And thank you.
I'll leave the rest in your eminently capable hands, sir. I can't wait to see a 6-star scholar in action.
I will be hoping, wishing, and praying for your swift and triumphant return.
Professor Norzen, Rifa, Pudgius, thank you. All of you.
Well done. While you pursue the Skyhold, I shall take this child and...
Take care, everyone, and come back safe, meow.
Is she taking a catnap?
Master Kamizumi, a moment, if you would.
What is it, Professor? I've little time to discuss gardening now.
What? No, not that. I just wanted to ask you to look after the girl. For me. Ah, Minette Napkati. I knew your mother well. Many years ago, the Orthodoxy tasked me with creating a vaccine that would end the Great Plague. Sure enough, a year later, the pestilence had run its course.
So, you succeeded in developing a cure?
I fear not, my boy. The sad truth is, the initial strain of the disease had simply run out of victims to claim.
Oh.
But that initial strain spread across the land, mixing with local diseases and growing ever more virulent. The second pandemic was nigh. If such a plague took hold, civilization on Luxembourg would face utter extinction. Our team of researchers worked night and day and night to develop a vaccine before it was too late. It was a race against time. We scarcely slept, driven by the fear that if we failed, our world was doomed. 4 long years later, we finally discovered the cure. A key member of my team was none other than Minette Napkati's mother. Still young she was, but with a brilliant mind. It was her discovery that led to our breakthrough, to wit, not a single cat had perished to the plague. She collected samples from cats around the world, trying to isolate the source of their resistance. She developed a prototype reagent and, unbeknownst to us, began testing it on herself. In the end, her work would claim her life, but not before she found our salvation. As a young mother, she cared profoundly for her newborn daughter. But as a researcher, she made the steel-hearted choice to act for the greater good.
She fed this substance to her newborn girl?
Just so. Not long after, we began to receive ominous reports that the second pandemic was showing signs of emergence. Half the people in the world were dead, and this new disease threatened to claim the rest. Times were desperate. We pored over the data Minette's mother had gathered from her experiments. And from the antibodies she had cultivated in her daughter's blood, we at long last found our cure.
Incroyable! I can't believe my ears.
That would explain why the child shares such a bond with felines.
Minette's mother was desperate to find the cure. Her obsession overwhelmed everything else, even the love she had for her young daughter.
Brave saw the signs that the Great Plague was coming. He was the one who urged the professor to begin his research. By the time you and Minette's mother finally conquered the plague, Brave had raised the standard of revolt and defeated the ruling church. And so does the wheel of fortune turn. A young girl victimized by fate has found her way to me, the fellow cat fancier. I, Swordmaster Kami Izumi, vow to protect and safeguard the girl. Professor, when this battle is over, pray visit our humble home.
But,
I have some fine shrubbery in my garden. It would be an honor to show it to you.
Shrubbery, you say? Oh, I suppose I can find the time.
You seem out of sorts, you.
I suppose that was some story.
Indeed. But we must attend to the task at hand. To the Skyhold with you.
Aye, aye, sir. We're going aboard, Professor.
Be safe, my children. That is enough, my students. Eat, rest, and replenish your strength. We will have need of you again before long.
All right, here we go. Fire up the bats. Full steam ahead.
My brother and his followers are in here.
They sure are. Let's go. It's time to finish this!
The Baal that destroyed Fat Loon is here too. My home, my people shall be avenged!
We're almost to the end of our journey, aren't we?
Yeah. All that remains is to stop the Kaiser. If you've got something that still needs doing, now's the time.
Indeed. Regrets are like rutabagas. Far better overcooked than left untouched in the pantry.
Whoa, Altire's back. And making as much sense as ever.
I remember you said something similar before, about leaving things undone in this world.
Ah, that. I was speaking of a personal matter. Of a woman I loved. A woman I still love. I speak of Vega. My light. My life. My everything.
You miss her.
With all my heart. But she is lost to me. Forever.
Oh.
I hail from a different world than you. A place you know as the Celestial Realm. Vega was from the Celestial Realm too. It was there that we met, fell in love, and were married. But this was so many years ago, and the joy was all too brief. The Celestial Realm was beset by a calamity that threatened to wipe out all life as we knew it. And so it was that we boarded a ship and fled for safety. Our destination was a lush, verdant planet known as Luxendark.
So Vega came here with you?
No. There was an unfortunate mishap, and she did not make it on board in time.
Oh!
By the time I realized she was not with us, it was too late. I had no choice but to continue the journey with my fellow voyagers. I would give anything to see her again, even for a fraction of a nanosecond. Though my body is long gone, and only my soul remains, her memory still haunts me.
I'm so sorry.
But forgive me. I should not burden you with such things as your final battle draws nigh. Pay no heed to my idle ramblings. My regrets are mine alone to bear. But hear me well. If you truly love someone, make your feelings known before it is too late. Yes, especially you.
Huh? Me?
With the right dressing, a simple piece of lettuce can become a salad. Yes, presentation can be important. I speak of candles, a red tablecloth, that sort of thing.
Red tablecloth?
Oh, but I have already said too much. The rest is up to you. Bon courage!
Thanks?
Oh, and perhaps you could lend Tiz that pendant. I believe he has something to tell someone. Now, if you will excuse me, adieu!
Yes. Here you go, sir.
No one's here?
Curses! Where did it go now?
If you're looking for His Majesty, afraid you just missed him.
We secured his escape route before returning here, to wait for you.
It's weird, but I remember it all. Fighting you in that other world. In the end, you understood me. You're a true friend, you. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy to see you again. Still, you get it, don't you? We can't let you go on.
Worlds and timelines may change, but our minds will not. We shall not waver from our chosen path.
I knew you'd say that. You'll never back down. And neither will I. Come, my friends!
Ready when you are.
Show us the strength of your will.
What are you mooning about? We're fighting a battle here, or haven't you noticed?
I was just thinking, it's been a long time since the three of us were together. You remember, don't you? When we were still the three Cavaliers? The day we swore to save Agnes? Together.
You're going soft again, you! You should be thinking about your future, not the past! Now isn't the time to wallow in sentiment!
I haven't forgotten who my enemies are. But I'm not just gonna throw my memories away. Tell me, back then, had you already decided to betray me? It doesn't matter. The friendship I felt was real. Even now. I always believed in our friendship. The three Cavaliers, all for one. Even though you betrayed me, I can't forget that, even if I wanted to.
After all that's happened, still, you seek to bring us back to your side. But I fear such efforts will prove fruitless, Master Yu. Surely, even you can see. We have chosen different paths, and we have all come too far to turn back now.
Maybe so, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'll find a way to bring us back together. No matter how far apart we may be, we can still resolve our differences.
You never change, do ya? Even when reality is staring you in the face, you just keep on dreaming.
It has started.
It's too late, you. You can't stop us. The sooner you understand that, the better. Is that it for us?
I knew he had grown strong, but...
Well, what are you waiting for, you? Finish the deed. How many times have I told you? I don't want your mercy. Don't you get it, you? Only death can stop us.
Aye. As long as we draw breath, we will not give up the cause. I shall say it once more, for good measure. We shall not yield. Now close the curtain on this act with your own hand.
No, I won't do it.
What?
You heard me. I'm not gonna kill you.
Ah!
What do you hope to achieve, Master Yu? We fought to rewrite history, to reshape this world. Sparing us now will not make us abandon our dream.
I know, but don't you see? You can still change the world without destroying the past. Starting here and now, with your own hands. Think of all the things you could do to make this world a better place.
But what about my revenge?
Jan, the revenge you seek is against those who killed your parents, yes?
Darn right! I'm not fighting for some vague, lofty goal. The pain of seeing my parents slaughtered like animals. Years, living in hunger and humiliation. On my knees, groveling in the dirt. All the suffering and pain. That's what I fought to change. That's why I joined the Kaiser.
But don't you get it, Jan? Nothing will ever change that way.
What do you mean?
Say you have your revenge. The sons and daughters of the fallen will grow up to suffer just like you. And when they're old enough, they'll want their own revenge, and the cycle will go on.
Then what am I supposed to do?
We join forces and reform the Crystal Guard. We rebuild it into what it was meant to be, a shield for the faithful, for all who need our protection.
A noble ideal, Master Yu. But you will not get far on ideals alone.
I know what I'm up against. Right now, it's just words, and the actual doing is gonna be hard.
The high houses are gonna raise a real stink.
Yes, my own family first among them, hence the second part of my plan. House Geniolja will relinquish full control of the Crystal Guard to the Orthodoxy itself.
Are you mad?
You can't just...
Pope Agnes.
I have heard everything. You, Geniolja, your bold, courageous offer is not lost on me. You should know that the Camlands and the other high houses have put forth similar propositions. In my capacity as Pope, I humbly accept them. In order to allay fears that too much power will be concentrated in the hands of the Orthodoxy.
The Duchy of Eternia shall also assume authority in conducting these reforms.
As will the forces of Eisenberg.
So too shall it be for Ansheim and Alcampus.
My people shall join the effort as well.
Now you see, you. Everyone in this world is willing to work together for change.
My friends.
But Master Yu, that alone will not.
Even if we succeed in dividing the power, someone will come along to wrest it back again.
Sadly, yes. In a system so rotten, a change in leadership will only go so far. Power seekers down the ladder will still deceive and betray.
Sir Nikolai, for all these years, you've seen the Crystal Guard at its worst. Which is why you must share all you've learned with everyone.
Talk? But that won't...
Change anything? You think words won't make a difference. But that's where you're wrong. On the contrary, it's the only way to bring about true change. First, we have to change our own attitudes, and then we must talk.
to friend and foe alike. One step at a time, until the day comes when we all stand on common ground.
Master Yu! A boy becomes a man before my eyes. It nigh brings a tear.
This is my answer, Jan. This is the cause I'm willing to die for. No matter how many years it takes, no matter who stands in my way, I will see it done. I swear, on the honor of the 3 Cavaliers! What say you, Jan? Will you join me?
You win, Yu. We'll try doing things your way.
You have saved us, Master Yu. Perhaps you can save him as well. I will share with you His Majesty's whereabouts. Pray help him to see the light.
Brother? Where is he?
In the tunnels deep below Gathladio, in the mausoleum of House Geneolja.
Huh? Let's go, Yu.
Please, Master Yu, slow down! Yes, I have a spare key to the mausoleum, but why ever would you... You! How dare you come back here after what you did to Master Yu?
It's okay, Alfred. We've already sorted it out. What I need from you is the key.
Is that so? Are you certain you can trust them?
Whoa, you don't have to glare at us like that, old-timer.
Master Yu, the crypts are already open.
Huh? So the Kaiser is already inside?
The door to the crypt is open, you say? But that cannot be! Aside from my spare, the only other key was carried off by Master Denny 7 years ago. At the time, he told me he wanted to lay flowers on the grave of his mother. we never saw him again.
Listen to me, Alfred. About Denny.
You still think of your brother, Master Yu?
Quite often, actually. As a matter of fact...
Oh! Preposterous! The dread Kaiser Oblivion is none other than our own Master Denny? Say it is not so. Master Denny devoted himself fully to house and church from a young age. That he could commit such atrocities. It simply boggles the mind.
All right, you. It's time you dealt with your brother.
Yes, but where will the two of you go?
We shall turn ourselves in to the Crystal Guard.
You don't have to...
A crime is a crime. How can we hope to reform others if we cannot admit our own trespasses?
I suppose you're right. Just make sure you speak with Pope Agnes, and all of the others with her.
You mean those old knights? What would you have us say to them?
Well, yes, them too, but I was thinking of other people. People closer to you. I think they'll be very interested in what you have to say.
Huh?
Trust me, you'll see what I mean soon enough. Now, I have to go stop my brother.
Be safe out there, you.
I will, my friend. The spirits are crying, just like back then.
Spirits?
Sorry, I just meant that sound.
It's just the wind, right? Don't scare me like that.
Yes, it was just the wind, blowing between the gravestones. But when I was a child, it sounded like wailing spirits.
You've been here before, you?
Yes, to bury my father, and as heir to House Genealgia, to pay respect to my ancestors. I don't remember it very well. Or maybe I just tried hard to forget.
Oh.
The more I think about it, the more I realize how hard I've tried to forget my childhood. Eating at a dinner table so big, I could hardly see my parents' faces. A grim silence, broken only by the clinking of cutlery. Everyone seemed so distant. Father, mother, my brother, and his mother. It was as if some massive gulf divided my brother and me, even though neither of us wanted it to be that way. Whenever I did talk to my brother, he was always so kind to me. I always thought to myself, when brother inherits House Genealgia, I'll be his right-hand man. But it wasn't to be. It wasn't until I went off to study in El Campus that I finally had some room to breathe. Jan and I would go down to the food stalls each evening. Everything was so delicious. But eventually, Father passed, and I returned home to that silent, gloomy dining room.
But couldn't you change things? Right. You're the head of the household now. You can eat however you like.
I'm afraid it's not so simple. House Genealja has rules for everything, all laid down by the first of our name.
The portrait in the lobby of your manor. That's him, isn't it?
I remember that painting. It scared the heck out of me when I got up in the middle of the night.
Me too, sir. I think it's the reason why ghosts are my biggest, well, only fear.
Dinner's ready, everyone! Come and get it!
Oh, I forgot it was your turn.
Don't look so happy about it. Besides, I whipped up something special tonight.
This is how I always wanted my meals to be. Food, laughter, camaraderie.
Something special, you say? Special in what way?
Ta-da! The Ducal Guard Special. Salmon, braised with vinegar, mayo, butter, garlic, pepper, and barbecue sauce!
A la vache! What a feast!
Yes, this is what I always wanted.
It is? Idia, don't you think butter and garlic alone would have been enough?
What? That was perfect! It was like a flavor explosion!
The Ducal Guard really eats this? This exact recipe?
Ah, c'est magnifique!
It's perfect.
You. I've been waiting for you. Tell me, little brother, do you know who slumbers here?
The First Lord of our house, Founder Geniolja.
Descended from the family of the first pontiff, he held many key posts from a young age.
Captain of the Crystal Guard, inaugural leader of the Three Cavaliers. He laid the foundation for the future might of House Geniolja.
Founder Geniolja, our esteemed forefather, and the man responsible for the corruption and rot that infests the Orthodoxy to this day. Riddle me this, little brother. What is the Crystal Guard?
An order of knights sworn to serve justice, to defend the Orthodoxy and protect the people from harm.
Justice, yes. Founder held up the torch of justice and slew countless foes for the sake of the people and the faith. But who defined the justice that he trumpeted? Why, he did, of course. As he rose higher and higher through the ranks, he used his influence to brand personal rivals as enemies. Political rivals who threatened his influence, wealthy houses with treasures he coveted, vassals who did not pay the tributes demanded of them, commoners who dared speak the truth. Anyone and everyone could be named an enemy of the Crystal Orthodoxy and sentenced to imprisonment, exile, even death.
So that's how our family rose to such wealth and power. We inherited the spoils of this treachery. The blood is on our hands, too.
There were fair and just men among our forefathers, of course. You may have seen their gravestones along the way, misshapen rocks without inscription or epitaph. Such was the fate of those who rejected Founder's ideals, those who sought true justice over wealth and power. The names of these would-be reformers have been erased from our family history as dictated by Founder's precepts. The same precepts that drove me from our house, as you well know. All the pain and suffering, slaughter and sin, Founder Genealogia is the source of it all. When I was first cast out, I despaired. I wandered the realm aimlessly, until I heard of something that gave me hope.
The compass of space and time.
With its power, I would go back in time, find our monstrous forefather, and slay him with my own hand. I will root out the evil at its source and change the course of history. No longer will the realm suffer at the whim of the rich and greedy. The tragic cycle will be broken. This is my goal, and that of my comrades. I will shoulder their hopes and wishes and build a new world. And I will not give up the fight until it is done, even if I stand alone.
I hear your words, brother, and I feel your pain. But still, I must stop you.
A blind slave to Founder's precepts, just like the others.
No! Don't you see? It has nothing to do with Founder, its precepts, or our family. I just want to save this world. For my friends who protected me, who encouraged me, who helped me when I was in trouble, and showed me the way when I was lost. Friends who cared for me and helped me grow. I'm gonna save them, and this world, and all the hopes and dreams we share!
So you too would slumber in an unmarked grave. We are more alike than I thought. And yet, only one of us can achieve our goal. It is time we settled the score. Come you! Show me the strength of your convictions!
You think I'll give up so easily? No matter how how many times you bring me down, I will rise again. I will not stop fighting until this world is reborn.
Denny, listen to me! You didn't see what happened after you went back in time. We saw the end of the world. No, worse than that. We saw a world frozen in darkness and despair. What you're doing will solve nothing. Denying the past is no way to build the future. You say you want a better world. Then let's build one. Together, in the here and now.
You've grown strong, you.
Brother, you're awake!
This is my childhood home. I never thought I would see it again. I was defeated, but you let me live. It is over. My long-held dream, the sacrifices of my comrades, all for naught.
Listen to me, brother. It doesn't have to be over. This is just the beginning. You don't need to give up. It's never too late to change the world, or yourself. Our family committed heinous crimes, crimes that will never be erased from history. But together, we could start to make amends. And if we do it right, we just might change the future. Stand with me, brother.
Perhaps you're right, you. But my hands are stained in too much blood to play any part in shaping the future. I murdered too many to count. I abducted the Pope. I allowed my dear friends to sacrifice themselves for my failed cause. My heart may have changed, but my crimes cannot be forgiven.
But Denny!
It is never too late to start anew.
Your Holiness!
Denny Geniolja, the crimes you have committed are grievous indeed. But I would offer you a way to atone for your actions.
A chance to start over?
Yes,
You understand what you've done. That is the first step toward redemption.
You would show me mercy? I stole you away, dragged you to the end of time and space.
That is the past. What matters now is the future.
But what of those who died protecting me, who championed my cause until the end? I have no right to go on living while they lie dead.
But don't you think they'd want you to live? To work for change however you can?
The only mercy I need is the mercy of a quick death, that I might apologize to my comrades face to face.
If that is what you truly wish, then come with me to the sanctum.
Very well. The Templar himself is to carry out my sentence? I consider it an honor. I am ready.
To meet those who sacrificed themselves for your cause. This is what you truly wish. Then let it be done!
Bella, Ku. Geist and Revenant. Minette. Jan and Nikolai. You live.
Kaiser Oblivion. No. You are Denny Geniolja now. As you can see, your companions are well. And I have heard their tales. They shared with me the injustices they suffered, all at the hands of the Orthodoxy and the Crystal Guard. I do not deny the crimes of our past, but it is for that very reason that I must see that they are never repeated. Denny Geniolja, join me and help me build a world where your friends and those like them need never suffer again.
I do not deserve.
Grand Marshal!
Your Holiness!
I am free?
I trust that my blade has cut through your doubts as surely as it did your chains.
The road to peace between the Orthodoxy and the Duchy was a long one. Bringing the Glance Empire into the fold will doubtless prove even more trying. But we have taken the first step today. And if we struggle along the way,
we can learn from our failings and muster the courage to try again.
Yes, until the day comes when we achieve all that we've strived for.
Our coup de gravy. I look forward to that day, you.
Also, that Alfred must be the best cook in all of Luxembourg.
From meat to fish to veggies to fruit, it's a smorgasbord of savory delights.
Check out this fried chicken. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside. It's cooked to pure perfection.
I'll say, is there anything this guy can't make?
He's like the omega weapon of chefs. Idia, you've got sauce on your chin.
And you've got chicken crumbs in your hair.
I see you two haven't lost your appetites. Sharing a dinner table like this brings back so many memories.
It's been a while since you ate with us, hasn't it? Speaking of which, aren't you supposed to be at that other big feast?
Don't worry, I did the rounds. And Brave made sure I didn't miss any dignitaries.
That sounds like Father. Always a stickler for ceremony.
I simply must find the recipes if I can't make Yu's favorite dishes.
He might choose Alfred over you, huh?
What? No! Come to think of it, Magnolia was asking for recipes last time, too. Is she studying for a second career as a culinarian?
For the last time, 'tis.
That's our sweet little blockhead.
C'est délicieux! Monsieur Alfred, what is this delectable dish?
That, madam, is roast perch with radish. Yet another House Genealogia speciality.
Mm-hmm. Roast perch, you say?
Your dedication is impressive, Magnolia.
Your Holiness!
Just call me Agnes. You have helped to keep my friends safe, yes? Truly, you have my deepest gratitude. So tell me, what is it between you and... you?
What? Oh, no, it's nothing. I mean, I like him. As a friend, of course, but...
They tell me you come from the moon. I was wondering, when your work here is done, will you be returning home?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I'm supposed to, eventually.
It's where you lived your whole life, after all. You're probably dying to get back.
Well, maybe not immediately. After all, my ship is still damaged, yes?
Oh, well, you should talk to Lotus about that. I bet he could fix it up in a flash.
Good idea, you. I'll talk to him as soon as I can.
Hopefully he won't fix it too quickly.
Right.
Dinner was every bit as delicious as I remembered, Alfred.
Oh, Master Denny, to think this day would come while I still live.
What do you say we go for a bath, brother?
Now that sounds most refreshing.
I shall draw a bath for you at once.
It's all right, Alfred. We have it covered. Wait till you see our ship, Denny.
We should give them some time alone. They have a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, of course.
Let's leave those two alone.
Aye,
aye. Feels good, doesn't it?
Yes, as if burdens that have long weighed on my heart are melting away.
Well, I'm just glad we can be together again. Like the old days. I've missed talking with you, you know?
My path was a long and winding one, but I too am happy to return.
I'm sorry, Denny. You know, about your arm.
You needn't apologize. The result was unfortunate, but your heart was true. In truth, I was always grateful for what you had done. I regretted that we were forced apart before I had the chance to tell you that. It's been far too long, but we are together once more. That's all that matters.
I feel the same. Thank you, Denny. That means a lot to me.
And what of you? Is there nothing you've left unsaid? To Magnolia. She spoke of going back to the moon. How did that make you feel?
Huh? What do my feelings have to do with it? The moon is her home. If she wants to return, it's not my place to talk her out of it.
If she wants to return, I, for one, have my doubts.
Huh? Well, what makes you say that? Did you talk to her?
No, it's merely intuition. Your feelings, however, are as clear as day. Muster your courage, you. Leave words unsaid.
And I may regret it forever. You're right, brother. All right, I'm going in.
Here's wishing you gravy, little brother.
What's that?
The Holy Pillar! It can't be!
You!
What? Whoa, whoa! This is the men's pool!
Oh, gosh, sorry! I'm afraid we've got more important things to worry about.
The Skyhold! It's headed for the Holy Pillar! Impossible!
What is the meaning of this?
I don't know, but we've got to get to the Skyhold, and fast!
I had hoped never to return to this place.
The Holy Pillar! But how?
This doesn't make any sense.
I am safe here, I assure you all. The Templar, Sir Jan, and Sir Nikolai are keeping close watch over me.
We should get to the throne room. Whoever's behind this, we'll find him there. Agreed.
Then let's go. We have to stop the Skyhold from entering the Holy Pillar at all costs.
Right, let's go! I'm sorry, Magnolia, for not keeping my promise.
Your promise?
The one about defeating the ball together.
Oh!
I finally made peace with my brother, and I couldn't have done it without you. It was my turn to help you next, but then the Holy Pillar showed up and...
I'm just happy you remembered.
Of course I remembered. How could I forget? Remember when you said you wanted to help us? That it was the only thing you wanted? Well, it was the same for me. All I wanted was to help you. But I haven't done a thing. You've been the one helping me this whole time. I just want to do something. Anything. For you.
Thank you. You know, I can't tell you how happy I am that you were the first person I met here on Luxembourg.
Same for me. I'm happy to have met you too. We'll deal with the Holy Pillar.
And settle the score with the ball.
But when it's all over, are you going back to the moon? Huh? Someone's trying to reach you.
Magnolia, this is Appleberry. Magnolia, do you read me? Just had a horrifying nightmare that the moon vanished from the sky, and me with it. Is everything in order down there? I'm worried about you, Magnolia. Promise me you'll return immediately when your mission is complete. Over and out.
What? The matriarch? From Florum?
What happened here?
Forgive me, my children. When we came to, we were... I swear, we didn't mean to.
I'm so sorry. So very, 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 very sorry.
You're already here? Not bad. You beat my estimate by 14 minutes.
You monster! You brainwashed these two and used them to bend the crystals to your bidding!
You're half right and half wrong. This girl made the crystals go crazy. I wasn't sure she had it in her, but she really pulled through for us. Way to go, Sylvie! But brainwash? You make it sound so gauche. Humans are so simple. Listen to their troubles, and next thing you know, they're like putty in your hand. But I don't need to tell you this. You've experienced it firsthand. And now, excuse me, I'm just gonna use the sky hole to bend the light of the pillar and send that meddling moon to the far side of space and time. Come on, light! Come to Broachy!
Denied!
My brooch!
Denny! Nice work! Now there's no way she can destroy the moon.
How dare you! How dare you do that to me!
Well, if it isn't the self-styled Kaiser, weren't you supposed to be dead? I helped you, you know. Gave my all for your stupid dream. And this is the thanks I get? By the by, how is the future? You know, 200 years from now?
The future? I knew something wasn't right.
Not that I really cared where you went, of course. I just didn't want you messing with the past. What if you screwed up my timeline? So I took precautions. I flipped the compass backside front and upside down.
You fiend! You made a mockery of all our hopes and dreams!
Oh, sorry, can you hold that thought? Anna speaking. Hello? Is that you, Master? Yes? Yes? No way. I can use it? Are you sure you don't mind?
Master? Just who are you talking to?
Oh, that's for me to know. And you to be dead. Diamante, mightiest of the ball, do your master's bidding!
Mightiest of the ball?
The skyhold! It's coming apart!
Now I know. Now I know where the ball's been hiding. To think it had taken this form. That the skyhold itself was the ball. The very same ball that destroyed my home.
Magnolia, hang in there!
I'm sorry. I know I have to be strong. But when I think of the battle we fought, all the death and destruction, every bone in my body trembles in fear. Je croyais être assez forte. I thought I was ready, but...
You'll be fine, Magnolia. You're not alone. We're right here with you.
That's right. This time it's our turn to stand by you.
The four of us together can take any foe. Right, Magnolia?
Right. With friends like you, I've nothing to fear. Today, I avenge my people and my home. This is my coup de gravy. My friends stand beside me. This time I will not fail. Idia's strength gives me courage. 'Tis his kindness eases my pain. And Yu's bright-eyed optimism lights my way and shows me the path ahead. With them at my side, I can defeat the worst of foes. That means you, Ball Diamante! Behold the true strength of a Ball Buster!
Here I go!
it! My people are avenged!
Look, it's falling apart! Wait, something's not right.
It's resurrecting itself! No matter how many times it takes, I will defeat you!
already, guys! Knock him down as much as you like. Diamante will keep going and going and going and going and... Hear me, Diamante! Lady Anna has new orders for you. Remember what you did to the moon? Good. Now try it again, with Luxendark! Let the cleansing fires cover the world and burn for 3 days and 3 nights! When they stop, not a single soul, man, woman, or child shall remain! The extinction will be complete!
I never thought it would come to this.
Denny?
And yet, it is a fitting conclusion. Yes, it is time I atoned for my sins. You, give me the compass.
Denny, what are you thinking?
I shall go someplace far, far away, and take this field with me. To a future so distant it will never come. To the edge of time itself.
But Denny, if you do that...
My time has come and gone, you. You and your friends, you are the future. Live, you. Live and lead Luxembourg to a proud future. I trust you. My sacrifice will not be in vain. Now stand back and watch. This is my coup de gravy. Do you hear me, fiend? You, who would destroy the home of those I love. I deny you once and for all!
Denny! No!
Morning. Time to wake up. The sun is out. Come now. That's it. You must be exhausted. Rest a while longer if you like.
Where am I? This is... Magnolia. Idia. Sir, everyone's here. And you're all okay?
We're alive, at least.
All I remember is the light. A tremendous light and noise. Wait, where's Denny?
A transmission from the moon? This is Magnolia. Appleberry, do you read me?
Magnolia, I've been trying to reach you for ages. What in the world happened down there? The ball we were tracking in Luxembourg. Its signature has disappeared.
We did it. We defeated Diamante. Finally, our people are avenged.
You did it! You truly did it, Magnolia! You are the pride of Fort Loon, the savior of our people. As soon as your ship is repaired, return to us at once. At long last, we will rebuild our home.
Yes, of course.
Is something the matter, Magnolia?
Rien. It's nothing. I'll return as soon as I can, sir. Just allow me a little more time to... rest.
Of course. You've more than earned it. Rest well. We will be waiting for you.
Magnolia.
Mes amis, I want to thank you all so much. For everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. Agnes, you and I, even Luxembourg itself wouldn't be here today if not for you.
You're really going back? We'll miss you. But you can come back and visit, right?
Of course. I think...
Ah, so you're all finally awake.
Master Carl, it really is you.
Why, if it isn't, 'tis. What a pleasant surprise. How many years has it been? Have you been keeping yourself well? You look so different from what I remember.
Don't forget me.
Ah, and sweet little Idia. When did you grow into such a fine young woman?
So, I take it you all know one another. It's a long story, but this is where we all first met. Me and Agnes and Idia and,
Master Carl runs the best inn in Kaldisla. We always counted on him when
you...
Oh, that reminds me. The king is waiting for you at the castle. I promised I'd send you there as soon as you awoke.
The king... of course. We'll go at once. Wow, sir. You even know the king. You never fail to impress. I guess so. Well, come on. We can't keep royalty waiting. So, this is the capital of the peaceful kingdom of Kaldisla.
Such a lovely city.
Yeah. Is everything all right, sir?
It's just strange. This is the capital of the country where I was born and raised. It's where I first met Agnes and everyone. So why had I forgotten all about it until just now?
What? You too, Tiz?
Two? Idiot, you mean...
Yeah. It was like I'd forgotten everything. Ominous lighting that house on fire. Everything with Carl. And Owen. Oh, I only just remembered Owen now.
Now that you mention it, I've read about Kaldisla in countless books, but it's like there was a hole in my memory.
What could this mean?
So, you all fell victim as well.
Alternus, what are you doing here?
What am I doing? I'm the one who carried you out of the skyhold and to safety.
That was you? I guess I should thank you for saving my life. Again.
I would go to the very ends of the earth for you if you needed me, Idia.
Right.
Still, it never occurred to me that others might have been affected as I was. How could all of us have forgotten an entire nation for so long? As though our memories had been sealed away. That bloody witch, Yoko, will pay.
Yoko?
When last we met, this is what she said to me. Go to Kaldisla, the land of endings. At the time, the name Kaldisla was entirely foreign to my ears. I imagine she must be somewhere even now, watching us with dark glee. You should hurry to the Grand Marshal's side. He and Pope Agnes will aid you. I will go to find my own answers.
Alternus, are you sure you should go alone?
You needn't worry about me. I will return to you.
Be careful.